Chilling details emerge about the rare explosives New Orleans terrorists plan to use. Terrorist Shamsud-Din Jabbar planned to use a very rare explosive compound as part of his New Year's Day attack in New Orleans, authorities have said. Federal investigators said the compound, found in 2 of the homemade IEDs, has never been used before in a terror attack in the U.S. or Europe, 2 senior law enforcement sources told NBC News. Authorities are investigating how Jabbar, 42, came to know of the material and how to use it in his bombs. The explosives were found on Bourbon Street. One was discovered inside a cooler, but neither detonated. It is unclear what caused the bombs to malfunction, as the transmitter Jabbar planned to use to set off the explosives was also found in his truck. Federal authorities are currently testing the materials at an FBI laboratory, according to NBC News. Other bomb-making materials were found at an Airbnb he rented before the attack. Jabbar had set the Mandeville Street rental on fire in an effort to destroy it and other evidence of his crime. However, the fire extinguished itself before it could get to other rooms, the New Orleans Fire Department said, allowing authorities to recover evidence. This included precursors for bomb-making material and a privately made device suspected of being a silencer for a rifle. The U.S. Army veteran left the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property littered in white powder and wires before he carried out the deadly attack that killed 14 and left at least 35 injured. Exclusive DailyMail.com photos show the property in complete disarray, with the front and parts of the insides showing scorch marks and empty buckets strewn about. After 2 days of examining the property, investigators turned it back to its owner, who declined to comment when approached by DailyMail.com, explaining the FBI had asked him not to speak. Other various items, including a blue box cutter, work gloves, several pairs of latex gloves and bags of trash, were also found strewn throughout the property. One trash bag containing discarded work gloves and a takeout box suggested Jabbar had eaten a pizza before he carried out the deadly massacre. Strong chemicals for cleaning were left outside the property, along with blue gloves, with one window also appearing to have been smashed. A trunk of explosives was found in his rental car, which he got through Turo, as well as an ISIS flag. Following the horrific tragedy, an image of what appears to be a flagpole on the back of Jabbar's truck circulated online, sparking mass speculation. Photos taken after the collision show what appears to be a metallic gray jacket wrapped around a flagpole, but a video shot earlier in the morning showed a black flag dangling from the same pole. Jabbar also tried to get rid of several guns prior to the attack, including an Escort BTS 12-gauge bullpup shotgun, listed for $200. He even touted the gun as being great for sending home invaders to hell. Cops believe Jabbar, a U.S. citizen born and raised in Texas, drove an electric vehicle from Houston to Louisiana to carry out the deadly attack. Jabbar had been living in a dilapidated trailer in the outskirts of Houston before traveling to New Orleans to carry out the deadly rampage. On Thursday, DailyMail.com photos gave a glimpse inside the shabby abode, revealing Jabbar left the home in disarray and left behind dozens of religious items. Along with the cheap furniture he abandoned in the trailer was a Koran, prayer mats, and a book on Islamic banking and finance. That book, The Art of Riba-Free, Islamic Banking and Finance, purports to take a modern American approach to incorporating Islamic financial principles into banking and investment techniques. Riba, charging interest on loans, is prohibited in Islamic finance as it is considered an unjust gain. When DailyMail.com visited the home on the eastern edge of the Heritage Village section of the city early on Thursday, the front door was closed. But when we returned later in the day, it had been kicked off its hinges, allowing the world to see in. Jabbar was shot dead in a gun battle with police moments after plowing his vehicle into a crowd of revelers. He had been an open admirer of the Islamic terror group ISIS and had the group's flag flying from his vehicle. And his home in a largely Muslim neighborhood of North Houston shows his devotion to Islam. A copy of the Koran was left open on an easel next to a vase of faux flowers. Other books inside the home included a 7-volume set known as the Islamic Library, including a book titled The Sealed Nectar, a comprehensive biography of the Prophet Muhammad, and several pamphlets on comparative religions.